Good evening, good evening, good evening. Tonight is Tuesday night, and what do we do on Tuesday night? It's Urban Sentinel Live. I want to welcome all my viewers to the show tonight, and hey, we're gonna do some good. We're gonna have a great interview tonight with a young man who's up and coming musician, up and coming artist. Got some good stuff out there. We did an article on him in our May edition of Urban Sentinel magazine, and I just wanted to sit down with him for a minute and talk to him. So without further ado, we're going to bring on Cam Crazy, K-R-Z-Y, I believe it is, and I hope I got it right. So what's up, Cam? How you doing this evening, man?
How's it going, man? All is well, man. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I want to welcome you to the Urban Sentinel Show. I'm glad you could join us tonight. Appreciate it.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, man, no problem. It's good. I like interviewing up and coming artists, that I feature in the magazine, try to do my little bit as far as give them some exposure, hey, I think that's good, so I'm really glad. And I think my good friend, your publicist, Yolanda.
Yeah, shout out to Yolanda.
Yeah,
for real.
For turning me on to you. So that's a good thing. So hey man, let's spend some time together. Let's get started.
Let's
give people what they want, man. So right, Cam.
Right. Yes.
You from the Bay Area, right?
Yeah, man. Born in Oakland. Okay. Raised in Silicon Valley. It's like Milpitas area. Went to Milpitas High School.
Okay.
Moved around a lot. Ended up going to Sacramento State.
Okay.
For a while, stayed in Sac, and now I'm back in the Bay Area. So full circle right there. But yeah, man, that's the home turf. That's the home ground.
Oh, okay, great. So tell me, how did you come across Yolanda? Being, she's East Coast, you West Coast. So how did that happen?
Man, that's the beauty of the internet, man. You know what I mean? Social media. She reached out. Said she liked what I was doing. She said she's been watching me for a while, man, and then that's one thing about being an artist, and that's important, that I think, is to always be consistent with what you're doing. She saw the consistency, she saw the passion, without even really having a conversation, just all on the way I'm moving as an artist, and have that connection, man. And ever since then, it's been a blessing, man. And that's just how God works. He puts the right people in pieces in place. For you to move forward in life. That's why I'm here with you today. So yeah, man.
Okay, good. I'll say amen to that. And I'm telling you what, one thing I like, I like to see young artists out there who put God first. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. Okay, I like that because it lets me know that you all recognize you are where you are because of someone that has a higher power who can make things happen for you. So that's a good thing. So many times on these award shows, and I become a skeptic when the first thing they say, they want to thank God, but the next day you see them on Jasmine Brand doing something crazy.
Yeah.
So I be trying to get it together and figure it out. Okay, last night you were saying that you want to thank God for getting you where you are, and then at night you out here cussing up somebody, banging up on somebody, the two. And I know we all have our different ways of worship and being spiritual. I understand that, but I think at the same time you need to live and walk the walk that you're talking about.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's the key. You have a lot of young people looking up to you, man. They see you, they see what you're doing, and so they're looking up to you. So one of the things we want to get started with, just tell me, how did you, or when did you develop a love for music, and when did you develop a love for wanting to do hip hop?
Okay, yeah. Music has been around me all my life. My pops was a DJ. He had a lot of music coming in and out of the house. I had discovered a lot, like Prince, and Keith Sweat was one of my favorite artists at the time when I was a kid on the turntable. I like mixing. I had a mixer, I had a turntable. Yeah, all that. My parents, you know what I mean, and just washing the dishes and hearing different music, radio on, stuff like that, barbecues. and that was just the love, just instantly for me. And how music found me, it was at a time where I needed an outlet. You know what I mean? And when I was able to realize, oh man, I could really just be productive and make music and write and use it as an outlet for anything. Enjoy emotions as well. It doesn't always have to be negative outlets. It could be something for joy, and just utilize that in that first studio session, man. With that first song, really just captured me and just allowed me to just really be myself, Cameron. You know what I mean, and put that music and that emotion out as an outlet, man. So that was around 2017. That's like when I really got into music and really understood the love of music, because there is lust in music as well. You know what I mean? But the love and understanding the process and putting time and work and 10,000 hours, just like anything, like basketball, sport, you got to
Yeah.
put the time in, you know what I mean, to make it what you wanted. But yeah, 2017.
Okay, good, great. Now I noticed reading the article that your father, he was a DJ and an artist. Does he still DJ?
My pops, no, he doesn't DJ anymore. Yeah, but he still has music. He still buys CDs. He still has his turntable. He still gets all the music. When music is installed, and for me, from my perspective, it's just like music is always around you. Every person in this world has listened to music at one point in time.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I mean, having the love for it and acknowledging and seeing the type of music genres you like, and then even going into new genres and listening to different music, you know what I mean? It puts you in a different state. It's different frequencies in music, different vibes and stuff like that. But, music is a beautiful thing, man. And I'm glad I'm a part of music. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, for the songs on your EP, are those most of the songs, or all the songs, are songs that you wrote?
Yeah, I write all my music.
Okay. Okay, great. What gives you the inspiration to write?
Man, that's a good question. Anything really, everyday life. Usually when I write, it's usually off of a situation or something that I've seen or something that people have gone through. You know what I mean? That gives me the inspiration to really put that emotion and that feeling out, and within that studio session, within that time. And sometimes when I'm writing, it could take up to a week to write. You know what I mean? Or if I'm in a studio session for 6 hours, I might have to get a song done in an hour. So now you want to make sure that I'm getting the right emotion out with my metaphors, simile, melodies, all these things, man, in a certain period of time. And to do that is just really just tapping in internal and just really feeling how you vibe, as well as the beat that's going on and stuff like that. So it's really for me, it's a therapy. You know what I mean? So like this is really a way for me to really just express.
Now, I know they don't have hip hop university, okay, where you can go learn how to be a rapper. So how have you learned to become the rapper that you are? How have you learned how to develop lyrics? That's what I want to say.
Yeah. I've had really good mentors. My cousins had labels. They were in music before I got into music. I have a mentor, Ricardo Scales, who was a pianist out of Oakland, one of the Black Liberace. I got a mentor, Hawk Shabazz, who was one of Tupac's first managers. So all these people not only helped me get to where I was, but also told me what to do and what not to do in certain situations, even when it comes to writing. You know what I mean? But for the writing specifically, it's really soul searching, man, and seeing how I feel and what I want to do. In the beginning, like I said, it takes 10,000 hours to be a professional. But within the writing process, it's I realized that I'm not trying to sound like nobody. In the beginning, every artist wants to try to sound like Drake. Every artist wants to try to sound like Rick James or Prince or Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? But there's a point where you have to get the veil off and say, okay, who is Cameron? How am I gonna write? What do I like? And that it goes back to the music that I love listening to. So just like anything evolves, your music evolves, your writing evolves. So the only way that it evolves is by you putting the time in. So yeah, man, just seeing my music evolve from 2017 to now is just a homage to the work I put in.
That's good. Now, you name a couple of guys there who are working with you. How is it to work with the gentleman that worked with Tupac? How is that, that relationship?
Oh yeah, man, it's a blessing, to be honest. You know what I mean? Because Tupac was one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah, yeah,
Not only a rapper but an artist and even
mm-hmm.
an actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Acting and everything like that. And he Hawk Shabazz is a in your face filmwork. He's a director and a producer. So you know
Okay.
he's also pushing me to go into the acting, having IMDb, go
Mm-hmm.
into these acting lessons and stuff like that, school. But that's what I'm saying. That's the benefit of having people around you to
Mm-hmm.
help mold your career as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
not just a rapper, but a recording artist. You
Right.
know, and that's just part of the process, man. And again, that's God putting people in place to help me get to the place that I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know there's been some good music, both old school and today's genre, with hip hop and stuff come out of Oakland, area, the Bay.
Yeah.
There's been some. I can't think of some of the names. Throw me some old school names out real quick.
Oh yeah, man. Sheila E.
Okay.
She's out the Bay. She was a drummer for Prince.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tupac. You got, I don't know if you know, rapper side. I'm Sue is one that I really
Mm-hmm.
like to listen to. Grew up with. You know what I mean. E40, of course. Too Short was
Mm-hmm.
just at the Grammys last year.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of Bay Area artists that people don't even realize is from the Bay Area. I don't know if you know the artist Her. She was on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just yeah, she's from
Oh,
Vallejo,
okay.
the Bay Area as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a lot of people in my camp, man, that I'm happy and proud to say is from the Bay as
Mm-hmm.
well. So you know, what I mean, there's a lot of people to look up to out here.
Right. Then the rapper that got put out of Sacramento game,
Mm-hmm.
that's E40. Who's that?
You saying Sacramento? I think you talk about Mozzie. I don't know if you know. Mozzie's from Sacramento. E40 is
No,
I believe
He was from San Francisco, but at the
San Francisco.
but the Golden State Sacramento game during the playoffs.
Yeah, that's E40.
That's
Mm-hmm.
E40. Okay, he had a little
Yeah,
flare up
yeah,
at the game. They
yeah,
ended up
yeah,
asking him to leave. You know.
yeah. E40, but that's crazy because
Mm-hmm.
E40 has a lot of love in Sacramento. Because I went to
Right.
Sacramento State too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And E40 is actually from Vallejo, so it's
Okay.
like Vallejo's not that far from Sac. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's all love, really. At the end of the day, like I said, rap is an interesting genre. You know what I mean? They don't look at it as it look like a pop singer or like an R&B singer, but you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? It's still a lot of structure and knowledge within that genre that
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people don't really realize. The lyricism and just everything about hip hop and rap. It's not easy to do, just like it's not easy to sing.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean. Just big ups to them and shout out to E40 and all them, man, who paved the way.
Yeah, 'cause it's got to be a special skill. You got to have a special blessing to be able to take lyrics and and rhyme with the lyrics and get the rhymes to mix in with the music. Okay, because it's not
Mm-hmm.
like you're just playing simple chords.
Mm-hmm.
Going up and down the scales. You got the music has got to match the lyrics. The feeling, so the person who's listening to the song can get a feeling from the song. Can really get into it.
Yeah, the connection.
Yeah, get a connection, So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know that's not easy to do. You sit down and say, "I'm gonna put
Man.
I'm gonna put a song to Mary Had a Little Lamb." You got to figure out how you're gonna do that thing.
That's what I'm saying. But
Uh-huh.
the thing is, especially with people's attention span nowadays, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And even not only rapping and going on stage, you know what I mean? And connecting with people on stage, that's a
Mm-hmm.
whole thing, man. It's you're basically you are energy, you know what I mean? And you're
Mm-hmm.
projecting that energy to attract. And
Mm-hmm.
you're doing what most sometimes, unless you're on stage, but you're not even present. You got to attract people with their music to even come to your show.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that is just a process, and like you said, it is a blessing, and you know, what I mean, it's a blessing for me, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to use my platform and use music as a platform for me, man.
Right. Now,
So,
with the guys and the ladies from the Bay Area, do you all ever get together just to chop it up, or do y'all connect in any way?
yeah, I mean, especially with social media, it's easy to connect with people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff is politics though too, but I've been in the studio with I'm Sue, I've been in the studio with Pilo. These are some of the people out here that really have been holding the Bay down, and
Mm-hmm.
just meeting these people and taking whatever they say in the studio, like you never know what conversation could lead to the next. You know what I mean? When you meet
Mm-hmm.
people, and that's just anything, any industry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always open to go to different studio sessions and hear things, even if it's not rap. You know what I mean? Even if it's a pop singer, I want to see how they lay things down in the studio. I want to see how their process is, because everybody's process is different. And just like, you know, athlete or you know, a musician, you wanna see what the best are doing and apply it to what you're doing. So yeah, man, it's always good to do stuff like that and meet up.
Yeah, because her has her own unique sound. You know, I think she's more following in Prince's footsteps, you know, with her style of music and what she puts out, you know, and
Right.
she's a very interesting person, you know. So I assume that she came from a family that has a musical background too, did she?
Yeah, actually, my mentor Ricardo Skills actually worked with her
Oh,
back
okay.
in the day too. Yeah. So it's all like I said, the time you put in, the people you meet, networking, just like anything, man. It's just being open to meet these people and do these interviews like I'm doing with you, and be yourself, man. And you'll find that the people who are your tribe, who's supposed to be around you musically or just in life, is going to help you to the next steps, the next level in life, man.
Right.
Pretty dope.
Okay. Good. Now, who's someone that you would really that's out there right now doing well that you would like to collaborate with?
Oh yeah, Drake. Drake off
Drake.
top. Drake is one of the. I would love to pick his brain, see the things that he does in the studio, as far as music is concerned. Future is another one that's it's random, but I really like how Future does his melodies with his songs and stuff like that. I could go down the list, man. Beyonce, Jay-Z, you know what I mean, J. Cole, you know what I mean. And like I said, with me, it's not just rappers, it's just music in general.
Just music, yeah.
I love music, man. Like I would have loved to be in the studio with Prince and see how he gets down.
Oh
you know
man,
what I mean?
but you know, he was awesome, man. You know, I look, I'm a Prince fan. Okay, you know.
Okay, so
Purple
you know
Rain,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, Purple Rain is a movie I can look at 100 times. I still got my DVD VHS tape machine, and you know I can pop that thing in any time. You know, because I was a real Prince fan, still am. I love his music. I love what he did, his lyrics and stuff. And then to find out after he passed away, he had this whole large library of songs he never even put out.
Man, and that's how you know he had a passion for it.
Yeah.
And another thing about that movie, Purple Rain, like, you know, he was acting too, and he also brought out Morris Day in the Time in that movie.
Yeah.
He brought people out. He brought out people, and that to me is like the blueprint. That's how you do it. You open the doors and you bring people along after you open the doors.
Yeah.
That's just how you do it, man.
I read an article, Morris Day, and he said one day he was talking to Prince, and Prince said, "Man, I'm firing you, man." He said, "Y'all fired." See, bye. See you later. And that was his way of telling them, "Look, I can't do no more for you. It's time for you to go out your own." It's like the eagle kicking the little eagles out the nest and say, "It's time for you to fly."
Grow up, yeah.
And like, you know, Mars, you know, like he said, he couldn't believe he was getting fired, but then he understood why Prince did what he did, you know. You know, because he knew
and that's what I'm saying. Like the moves that he's making, I feel like he's making from the heart, but he also understands that I've helped you. You know what I mean? You don't want to baby people, but it's just like, you know, if you see somebody, you can give him a hand, because you know what I mean. That's a part of your legacy too. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I think. That's one thing I think we as a society we fail to do, especially in the Black community, regardless of what type of industry you're in. We fail to help our people go up the ladder. Okay, we don't reach down and bring enough people up. Okay, and when you look at other races and stuff and other groups of people, you know, they do a good job of that. You know, of reaching down and bringing people up. And we got to start doing that. If we want to be successful in whatever we do, we need to start doing that, you know. And I
agree. I agree. It's the mentality for sure. You know what I mean? And the part that I think that is kind of difficult is that people aren't seeing enough of it. And part of that is the media. They're not showing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not showing. It's happening. People do help people.
Oh yeah.
Just like we talk about Prince helping people, but do we talk about that? No. We talk about his death. We talk about other things. We don't talk about the people we help, and that's the narrative. You know what I mean? But the narrative has to be changed by consistency.
Yeah.
And people being consistent with helping and making sure when they help people, the people that was helped, say they got helped by these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not just say it's, oh, I did it all by myself. There's no way anybody's doing anything by themselves in this world.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest misconception, I think.
That's right. But, very true.
Yeah.
So Cam, what's the name of this song we're going to bring up now? What's the name of it?
Tower Moment.
Tower Moment. Okay. Hey, Mark, if you're there, I see you. Let's bring up Cam's new song. Let's show the world what my man is.
On the beat.
Just touched down in the Western. Baby, meet me at the Ritz. Dutch roll, take a hit. Got 10 MGs in this bitch, yeah. Pop it, she pop it, then drop it. Her juices is flowing, my energy righteous. Her head is enticing, that brain is excited. You gotta just open your mouth up and try it. One bag, please don't waste it. 2 pills, now she wasted. Fuck 12, keep it racing. Iced out, got Gucci on my shoe rack. Lay the pipe down, now she wanna fucking move fast. Baby, calm down, nuts come with a food tax. If you want it, you can taste it. If you want it, baby, shake it, yeah. Her body exotic, she working upstate, baby, work for the profit. She trusting the process, can tell that she rockin'. Obsessed with the progress, shake it, just rock it. Want a tip, you should bounce that ass. Shake it, never ever break that back. Don't spend it, baby, make that last. Can't take it when you spend that cash. 1, 2, watch her shake. 3, 4, racks wasted. Popping bottles, getting faded. You got ass, baby, shake it. 1 bag, please don't waste it. 2 pills, now she wasted. Fuck 12, keep it racing. Iced out, got Gucci on my shoe racks. Lay the pipe down, now she wanna fucking move fast. Baby, calm down, nuts come with a food tax. If you want it, you can taste it. If you want it, baby, shake it, yeah.
Okay, brother Cam. Okay, all right. Even old school, even the old hair like me can get into that. Okay.
Hey man, that's Wasted City, man. That came out in 2019. That was one of my first videos.
Right,
man. It's good to see that one.
Yeah, tell me and tell everyone, how did you come up with the lyrics for that song?
Oh yeah, so this was in Sacramento. When I was in Sacramento, we was making a song called Wasted City, and at the time, it was a lot of Tiger just brought a song out, and I was like, man, this song is going crazy in the club. I want to make a song like this. Like I said, you know, hearing things and just and making it your own. And the song Wasted City, I got this beat from an email from this dude from the UK, and I ended up performing it on stage in Sacramento. I ended up putting it out with a video from the videographer who was on the concert and videotaped me on stage, and then we made that video. And then I had my my sister's dance studio, shout out to Paradise Dance Studio, come and do the dances and stuff like that. So it was all a homegrown, you know what I mean, family-oriented fun time, man. And one of my first videos ever made. And I actually got on this website called Thizzler out of the Bay Area. So that's a big accomplishment for my first video, man. So shout out to Wasted City.
Okay. It seemed like you did it very simple and very easy, nothing flashy. You just got out there and got your point out there.
Yeah, man, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Gotta have fun.
Yeah, so that's good. That's good. So what are you working on now? You know, tell me what you're doing now.
Yeah, man. I actually I just dropped a single called Tower Moment. That song dropped in February. You guys can check that out. It's on my website, www.kamkrzy.com. I got a show coming up at Too Hot Radio, Live Too Hot Radio at Atlanta. We're going to be doing a show in LA for the BET Awards. So come see me out there from the 24th to the 26th. All that is on my website again, too. And then I got a single coming out, coming soon called You Know. I'm thinking about dropping that song by the end of October, you know, that way. And then another EP called Love the designer. So a lot of work coming out, a lot of shows coming up, man. All that stuff will be on my website. So just go check it out on my Instagram, KM_KRZY. I'll keep posting updates for that as well. So yeah, keep up with me.
Now with the BET,
Mm-hmm.
the BET awards and stuff, are you gonna be doing the outside portion?
Yeah, outside,
Okay.
red carpet stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be a different events going on. So some hotel parties, some a lot going on. It's gonna be from the 19th to and then there's gonna be some on the 24th through the 28th. So I'm gonna post all the things that I'm doing to get active in that time. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good. That's good. You know, because the BT Awards, you know, the pre-programming is real good. You know, you get to see a lot of artists that you haven't heard of come out and perform. You know, so that's a good way to get some exposure on national TV.
Yeah.
So tell me about the iHeart hookup that you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. iHeartRadio. That song is gonna be for Hercules, and that's gonna be hitting the radios too. The song Hercules actually is on a movie. The movie is called Blunt News. It's on Amazon. You guys can check that out. But yeah, it's I have a lot of different songs that I and making. It's not just all rap. I actually in the genre alternative hip hop was a lot more melodic. You know what I mean? A little bit more melody going on with the vibes there. So just the whole plethora of different music, different sounds, man, that my fans can check out, man, and enjoy.
Okay, that's good. So tell me about your shows that you're doing right now. What area are you doing shows in right now?
The last show I had was in Arizona. That was pretty nice. I've done shows in Mississippi. I've done shows in LA. I've done shows in San Francisco. I've done shows in Berkeley. I've done shows in LA a lot. But you know, LA in New York, that's where I need to get more so on the East Coast. So I mean, I'm looking forward to being outside on the East Coast in like Jersey, New York. You know, I mean those type of areas. Just bringing my music there. But I'm very grateful that my music has branched out and brought me to all these other places already. You know. So.
Well, you gotta make it to my area too, DC area. You gotta make it to the DMV.
Oh yeah, man! I've been to the DMV once, man. I went to Howard Homecoming. Yeah,
okay. Well, you went to a homecoming. If you went to Howard Homecoming, okay.
It was a great experience, man. Good food out there too.
Yeah,
good food. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you got to get on here to the DMV. You know, the city of the go-go music, DC.
Man, you guys are jumping out there. You guys are jumping out there. I love to get in the studio with some of your artists too, man. You know, I mean, one of the biggest artists that I liked out of the DMV was Wale. Wale is one of the artists I enjoyed.
I haven't heard anything from him lately. One time he was real hot one time. And I know guys take off for a while, you know, to regroup, you know, so hopefully pretty soon he'll be coming back again. You know, he's probably, you know, other than Chuck Brown, or EU, he's probably the most recognizable talent from the DC area. I mean, you got a couple of guys, you know, from the DC area, you know, Genuine, you know, some of those other guys that, you know, are real mellow. There's a couple more. I can't think of their names right now, but, you know, music has been good to the DC area.
Yeah. Some good artists have come out of DC.
Yeah. So, you know, we've done pretty good. We've done pretty good. You know, now have you been down to North Carolina yet? That's where I'm originally from, down in North Carolina.
Oh yeah, I've been to Carolina. I went out there. I seen when the All-Star game was out there. Carolina. Yeah. I was out there. Had a good time.
Down in Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
You're from there, you said?
I'm from Raleigh. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina originally.
Okay.
That's why I grew up in that area. My producer, he's from Durham, North Carolina. That's where he is right now, the Bull City. You know, so we've had some good artists come out. You know, we had some good artists come out of North Carolina also.
Yeah. What was it? The Baby, and J. Cole, I believe it's from that way, isn't he? Yeah. So you got some greats.
Yeah, so you can find artists everywhere. You know, you can definitely find artists everywhere and everything. So, what would your dream tour be like if you, you know, had a dream tour?
Oh, Dream Tour, yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Going to the UK. You know what I mean? My family's from Belize, so I love to do a big
Mhm.
festival in Belize, kind of like they be doing in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I want to hit up where I want globally. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you want to hit the big pockets like New York, DC, LA,
Mhm.
all those places too. But globally is Europe, Africa, Asia.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
that'll be the that's where I see myself going. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the vision. So that's what we doing.
Right. Now, I have a friend who lives in the UK.
Hmm.
He does marketing work for me, and he just had a group, uh, Fat Man Scoop and uh, New Jack Kings. They were in London this past weekend for a festival
Oh,
they
okay.
had. And man, those folks in London, they jam. He posted some.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
posted some videos. My marketing guy posted some videos. Man, them folks over there, boy, they be. I mean,
They
these
get
white
down.
look,
They
Cam, these white folks, boy, they jamming. Boy. I said,
Yeah, I
wow.
believe it, man. You can,
Uh-huh.
man. They know how to have a good time out there too.
Yeah,
And they have a lot of good acting going on that way too. It's
yeah.
just art in general. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and they do
And
because you look
mhm,
at a lot of the characters and a lot of the shows,
mhm,
especially both male and female are
right.
from UK. Like my boy on Snowfall.
Hmm.
I didn't realize until he did an interview that because his accent, he was from England.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Boris,
yeah,
a lot of these main actors, especially black ones too. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's good to see coming up from that
hmm
area. So
yeah.
yeah, that would be a great place to go, man.
Hmm.
Sky's the limit, man. Each moment I'm enjoying. I know God is gonna put me in the places I need to be, man. I'm just
Right,
looking forward to the
right,
journey. It's all about the journey, my brother. All
right.
about the journey.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, as long as you got a good team of people pushing you, you're gonna
Hmm.
be good. You're gonna be
Hmm.
good at it. So, what record label are you on right now?
Right now I'm under my own record label. I'm the
Okay,
CEO of
good, good.
Zenith Music. I'm also have a chapter with Bass Sound Records
Mm-hmm,
with Ricardo Scales. You know what I mean? So,
mm-hmm,
and there's a lot of umbrellas under that, Golden Gems and CRC. So we doing our thing, man. It's a team of people, and we just taking over, man, one day at a time.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Hmm.
mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, hey, you're doing it, man. You're young. Keep on kicking it. Keep on pushing it, and
Thank you.
everything. That's what you got to do. Let me
Hmm.
see. Uh, Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So you say one day you want to see yourself as a multi-million dollar seller, and you want to get your first Grammy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my first Grammy under alternative music, alternative hip hop artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's in my grasp, man. I see it happening. Just the way music is evolving and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's there, and this next album that I'm gonna drop is gonna be an alternative feel. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, right on time, man. God willing, doing the things that I need to do. I just
Mm-hmm.
gotta continue to put the work in and continue to meet people like you and networking and just man building my repertoire, man. Just God is good, bro. I'm just gonna continue to be me.
Mm-hmm. Now, look, tell me one thing. What's the difference between alternative hip hop and just regular hip hop?
Oh yeah, hip hop. When you think about just like rap, you think about real rugged rap like NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have like a more hip hop sound. Now you start going into Digital Underground, Tupac, and
Mm-hmm.
just a different feel. And then now you have Drake, and he's more melodic and singing and stuff like that. Now we also have a everything evolved. Just like you had Motown sound to
Mm-hmm.
R&B. You know what I mean? So this alternative is a hip hop, but it's just more melodic with more melody and singing behind it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And the chords are a little bit more melodic, but it's still rapping. You know what I mean? So it's just a genre that uh I'm in, and then I'm putting it on my back to bring more light to, shed more light to. So that's
Mm-hmm.
that's what alternative hip hop is.
So if I go to your Instagram page, I am going to see that story on the Instagram page from my magazine, Urban Sentinel magazine, right? It's going to be a shout
Oh,
out,
of course. Oh
right?
yeah, and it was well written too, man. I really appreciate that, man.
Ah,
Yeah, for real. It's on my page. You guys can
mhm.
check it out. Cam_KRZY. Right there, the whole magazine, the whole article, man. I appreciate
Okay,
y'all.
I appreciate that. I need
Hmm.
all the love I can get, man. I tell
Oh
you.
yeah.
I need all
Never
the
have
love.
enough love, brother. Never.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, but that was a great article. I try, like I said, I try to, through Yolanda, use some of her, clients that are up and coming, kind of give them a showcase and everything, because I know that's the only way you can get ahead, man. You got to have, like I said earlier, you got to have people standing behind you to push you and do things, to get you where you're going, So, I mean, what little bit I can do to help you, man, hey, I'm glad to do that,
man. I appreciate it, man. It was a great article, and looking forward to doing more work with you, too. You know what I mean?
Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So Cam, what would you tell up and coming musicians and artists, not just rappers, but what would you tell up and coming artists and musicians on giving them advice on what they need to do?
Yeah, the biggest thing I'll tell them is to be themselves. You know what I mean? Do the soul search, do the things you need to do. Stay open to advice, network. You know what I mean? And put in your 10,000 hours. Don't shy away from putting in the work. You know what I mean? And learning how to write and do these different things. And even till this day, I'm still learning different things with writing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't stop. You always got to continue to evolve with music. So that's the biggest thing I would tell anybody up and coming, man, is to do that and always have your business right.
Okay.
Business before everything, So,
yeah, I understand. So to my people, I want y'all to go to urbansentinelmagazine.com, purchase the magazine. You're going to see a great article in that magazine for the May edition of the magazine, Cam Crazy, up and coming artists from the Bay Area, that's San Francisco, Oakland area, give a shout out to the people in that area. Please go check them out and give them some support too. We got to support our young artists coming up, doing their thing. We want to be behind them and let them know that we are listening to their music and everything. Doesn't matter what age you are, music is music, art is art, so let's support up and coming artists and everything. Also on the May edition, the cover of the May edition is Vanessa Rogers Tracy from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. Her daughter is Melanie. She's the mother of Melanie. We did a nice article on her, and all the articles that we have in the magazine for the month of May are great articles. So please get your copy of it and everything. And like I said, read the article on Cam Crazy. Go to his website. Go to his Instagram. Follow him. Find out what he's doing. Keep up with him. I know he would really appreciate it. So, Cam, hey man, much love to you, my brother. Thank you for sitting down with us for a moment to talk to us.
Yes.
Take the YouTube video and man, post it, do whatever you want to do with it, man.
Thank you, man. Peace and love, man. I appreciate you for having me on today.
Okay, well, you take care, and we'll definitely be talking. And hey, you do your thing, man. I'll be praying for you. Okay.
Yeah. God bless.
Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.
Peace.